Greetings once again. Welcome to another edition. And in this edition, we are looking at problem 2, which is our practice problem 2, and we're still looking at arithmetic sequences. And this comes from paper 1 from the final November exam of 2023. So we are given a series which is 7 plus 12 plus 17, and we are required to determine T91. So let's go ahead and see how we do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as a sequence. And as a sequence, how it becomes is it becomes 7, and then 12, and then 17, and so on. So if you think carefully, T91 is so far, it would be smart of us to actually find the general term first. So with that said, let's go ahead and calculate our first difference. So 12 minus 5, 12 minus 7, that will give us a 5. And then 17 minus 12, that will give us a 5. So what we can clearly see is that our first term, T1, which is always equal to A, that will be 7, and our difference is 5. So we can now go ahead and find what our Tn is. So we know that Tn is always given by A plus n minus 1 times D. So if we substitute here, you will see that we will have 7 plus n times 1, then times 5, and the answer to this, you should be able to see that it will be 5n plus 2. So now that we have our Tn, we can go ahead and look for our T91, which will just be 5 into 91 plus 2, of which the answer will be 457. So there we go. We're done with the first question. So we can now go ahead and do 2.1.2. 2.1.2, if you look carefully, they are saying we need to determine S91. So essentially, this is the sum of the first 91 terms. So what we do know is the sum of n terms. And the sum of n terms is always given by n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So we can clearly see that for our problem, our n is 91. We already have our a and our d, so we can go ahead and substitute. So our sum of 91 terms will be 91 divided by 2 into 2 times our a, which is 7, then plus 91 minus 1 times our d, which is 5. And I'll go to our calculator and just quickly punch this and see what we obtain as the sum of 91 terms. So the answer which we obtain is 21,112 as the sum of the first 91 terms. So next, let's have a look at 2.1.3. The question we are asked there is to calculate the value of n for which Tn equals 517. So we know that our Tn is always given by 5n plus 2. And now this, we are told it is equal to 517, and we are trying to figure out what is n equal to. So this is a very easy problem. We can just take the 2, transpose it to the other side. Let's use a darker color. So we'll take our 2 transpose such that what we are now going to have is 5n equal to, if you subtract, you will see that you will have 515. Or maybe let's not skip any step. So you'll have 517 minus 2, which you will get 5n equals 515. And we know that we are looking for n. So our n, we just need to divide by 5 on both sides, which means we'll have 515 divided by 5. And that gives us our n value. So I'll go to my calculator and quickly punch this. So the value which I obtain when I do 515 divided by 5, we get 103. So this means for the problem 2.1.3, the n value which we are supposed to obtain is 103. So what does this mean? It means it is T103, which is equal to 517. I hope this does make sense. Give it some more practice, pause the video wherever you need to, and make sure that you understand what we did here. Cheers.